it's dope for me to say that I was there at the precipice of Drake's career, at the precipice of Kendrick Lamar's career, at the precipice of Kanye's career. Like I had a you know, I played a part in all of that. So
how did that record come about? That you talking about I See Now with Kanye?
Yeah,
How'd that come about?
We had a conference in North Carolina. We used to have this music conference, Southeastern Music Conference, and Kanye had came down that year. I'll never forget it. Me and Ninth went over to the hotel to see our at the time we were on ABB Records, the independent label, and we went over to see him, Benny B, and he was standing there talking to Kanye. And obviously we knew who Kanye was from the Blueprint or whatever, and he introduced himself to us, and he recognized when he realized who we were, because he was fans of ours. It was nonstop. Kanye rapping nonstop. I couldn't get rid of him the whole weekend. We ended up taking him to eat, tried to go to the club that got shut down, took him to the strip club. Like, we literally hung out that whole weekend. Like, I hung out with him and then subsequently afterwards, when he would come through town, he would always hit me up. Like, if they had after parties. I remember I didn't even go to a show. I just popped up. He called me to come to the after party, so I'm kicking it with him and John Legend. We at some club doing the after party, and you know, it was cool. But that particular collab, we during that weekend, you know, he was like, yo, can we get in the studio? And I was like, yeah, that's easy. So I called Tay, because Tay wasn't with us. So I called him and was like, yo, you know, Kanye want to go to the studio. And we ended up rolling to the studio, and Consequence was there. And because I had been kicking it with him all weekend. And the thing about that session, the story out of that session for me was, I was so mad. I was so pissed. When we sat down to do the song, Kanye he was like, yeah, I'm gonna go first or whatever. And Tay was like, well, I'll go last. So I'm thinking me and Consequence be in the middle, and Kanye was like, man, I think y'all two should trade off. Y'all should split a verse. I'm like, split a verse? Fuck you talking about splitting a verse? Like, you doing the whole verse, Tay doing the whole verse. Well, I gotta split a verse with this dude. Like, and so we went out to the car, and you know, reluctant. I was reluctant, but we did it, and we wrote the verse together, and we came in and did it. And Kanye, he was like, yo, man, that's dope how y'all was going back and forth and trading in and da-da-da. And I was just sitting there looking at him pissed the whole time, and looking at Tay pissed, like, bro, you really co-signed with this dude for me not to get my own verse. But the song came out dope. It came out super dope. But that's my story from recording I See Now with Kanye. Like, we actually did that one in the studio together, and it was definitely it was memorable. I'll say it was definitely memorable.